Hawthorn are frustrated. Not a great weekend for the Genius yesterday. For Sam, I'm only having tongue-in-cheek, Kane, don't get too angry. Sam Mitchell yesterday lost his cool a little bit for the first time we've seen publicly. It was directed at Scrimshaw, and here's why it was.
Sam, there was a moment with Jack Scrimshaw where he probably could have killed the ball. You were clearly unhappy with it. What did you say to him at quarter time?
Oh, just that we're past that. We conceded 3 goals really quickly, and then we're going for big risky kicks where the instruction was the opposite.
So, you know I'm a buyer, but I think there were some poor efforts and he's rightly frustrated because the expectations have risen. Watch Heaney here. This is the hottest player in the league, Newcombe v Heaney. He just succumbs to just a token block and gives up, and Heaney runs past 4 of them and kicks a goal. This is, once again, the red-hot player in the game, and this is the room you're giving him. So that's why Sam Mitchell is frustrated.
How long do the Hawthorn fans have to tolerate this?
It hasn't been that long, Hutchie. If you're a rebuilding club and you rebuild that deeply, which club rebounds in a year and a half? No one.
But
so there's always some...
If I'm a Hawthorn fan, I want to see my coach having a crack at Scrimshaw.
Because expectations have risen. They set a high bar last year. They haven't delivered to that. Their effort was poor, and I don't want to hear any other excuses other than after the game. Yep, it was poor. I like it from Sam Mitchell because he's frustrated, but whoever thought it was going to take a year and a half?
But they're worse than last year. Do you think that's normal?
But the Saints are worse than last year. You know, it's not just straight line. Like, Adelaide are worse than last year. They were on the cusp of playing finals.
The talent improving?
Well, that's not Sam Mitchell's fault. Once again, we had this argument 2 weeks ago. Sam Mitchell can do nothing about the talent that he's got. He's trying to coach.
So how many more years do you think?
Well, what's it taken Matthew Nicks? This is year 5. What's it taken Longmuir? They won a final, but where are they at now? How long is it going to take the Bombers? How long did it take Carlton? How long is it going to take North? It's not a year and a half and we're going to be in the mix for finals.
They wouldn't have seen the decline in form, for now at least, of their captain, James Sicily. And where do you think he's at? And is it time to potentially think about something different?
Well, I don't know, Hutchie, because I think Sam Mitchell felt that they were so poor behind the ball. They've had a lot of injuries. They're relying on Sam Frost and also Jack Scrimshaw to play key defence. So I just wonder whether they start him every now and then forward of the ball.
You spoke to him tonight on radio, and this is what he had to say to that theory.
I'm happy to play anywhere in the ground. I'm trying to crack in the midfield at the moment. But in terms of having the flexibility, I think Sam Frost and Scrimmer are doing really well, holding up the key posts at the moment. So I think if I was to go forward, it wouldn't affect the defence too much.
I think the hard part for James Sicily at the moment and Hawthorn is he's the first player you go to. I don't think there's a midfielder at Hawthorn that you go, let's try and shut him down or lock him down. The first thing you do every week, isn't it, Kane, is let's shut down James Sicily, get under his skin. What other weapon do they have?
And I didn't hear the interview, but I hope he would put his hand up and say, I haven't been good enough.
He did do that.
And I'm glad, because I watched Zach Merritt in a poor side, unconditional effort. I watched Caleb Sarong, not that he's captain, unconditional effort. I watched Patrick Cripps for 10 years in a poor side, unconditional effort. So if you're the leader of that football club, your effort cannot be questioned. We're going to show him a little bit later in close checking, but he's been really poor this year, James Sicily.
And Sydney were magnificent, but yet the narrative quickly drifted today to whether they were supportive of their teammate Sam Wixcarroll.
Well, Sydney are filthy that this has been brought up again, and filthy that this vision has been used to suggest here he is, Wicks, kicking a goal, second goal for the game. No one gets around him. There were no other players were anywhere near the 50-metre arc, I should say. I think there's another shot of him getting a drink. Nobody goes near him again. This is the previous goal. Now have a look at this. Now, the players are around him on that occasion.
That's a pretty standard celebration, isn't it, that one?
Yeah, and last week he kicked a couple of goals and players came up to him then. Look, John Longmire has admitted this rehabilitation of the relationship between certain players is a work in progress. I don't mind the way they're handling this. I think that Wicks probably has a lot of work to do. Others have a bit of work to do for him to... I mean, he's upset with them as well, but I just don't buy that this is as big an issue as people are saying from that one bit of vision.